GA ever coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focus on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
Look at the 76ers starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. Then it's George. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's Barlow in at the power forward position. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping. But can he hold off Father Time?
They throw good, Paul George.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
And George drops them both. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset. With some of the challenges this roster has faced, and a big part of why this front office brought him in.
Now Maxey, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. Here's Trent. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. No good on the triple. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Doc Rivers. Coach knows that Joel Embiid is going to get his fair share of trips to the line, and he told me that's a part of his game, and he's great at it. If he can bait us into contact and still find a way to get a shot up, it's going to take a very disciplined approach from us tonight as well. We'll see if they're up for the task. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
And just a beast of a scorer. Give George these kinds of moves, and he typically knocks them down. And not only does he get all the way to the rim in traffic, but how about he goes to the reverse?
You gotta be kidding me. That was awesome. Now, here's Maxey. He carries a very heavy load for him offensively, averaging nearly 32 points a game. And Gary Trent Jr. hits from deep. A very accurate three-point shooter. You can't afford to let Trent Jr. find these shots. Maxey passes to George. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And with his chance, let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard and find out who the top assist men are among the first-year players. Fourth, VJ Edgecombe.
A number. Gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Now here's Turner. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Trent outside. Shot clock at 5. Green passes to Rollins. Kuzma can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 3. Outside, Maxey. Embiid with a screen on Rollins. Maxey finds Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
Pass to Green. The 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Maxey. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Milwaukee leading by 4. Rollins with the bucket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
Drummond a screen. McCain against Rollins. Here's George. Another shot. Here's Drummond, and it's sent back by Turner.
Well, you see just how threatening Turner is. Any shot that comes within reach of him is in game.
It's not my problem.
Memphis, Tennessee, the destination for the Kings. Bringing his offense and physicality. Domantas Sabonis, always a handful to deal with as they prepare to do battle inside FedEx Forum. Kings, Grizzlies, tip-off just moments away. Now the starting group for the Sacramento Kings. The duo inside, Murray and Sabonis. The vet pair on the wings with Levine at the 2, DeRozan at the 3. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. Here's Westbrook. The Grizzlies making their last shot of a back-to-back.
A lot of times you see tired players, but that's part of it.
Morant buries it from 3.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Morant drawing the double team. And stolen by Murray. Morant against Westbrook. It's stolen away. Inside, here's Edey, and the dunk by Edey.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Now here's Westbrook, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. The finish! Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Outside Murray. 6 on the shot clock. To stop the run, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Yeah, good work from the mid-range. This is why you let Murray do his thing from there.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. You know, RJ, the roster for the Kings shifting since last season's trade deadline, but still plenty of talent.
Yeah, in particular, the Fox-LaVine trade has them stocked with wings. And if you looked at the NBA Finals, both teams were loaded.
A story of two halves last season for the Grizzlies, Richard. At the All-Star break, second in the West. But things went south down the stretch.
Yeah, specifically their defense took a turn for the worse. They barely made the postseason and only to get swept by the Thunder.
And while we have a moment, here's a good chance to bring up the top rebounders in the NBA this season. The fourth spot held by Domantas Sabonis.
Just so strong on the boards. That's a skill that helps your team win games.
Morant with it, pounded by Westbrook. And out of bounds, the Kings will take it. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Zach LaVine.
And for an idea of where his offense is right now, take a look at his true shooting percentage decreasing over the last 5 games. He desperately needs to find his stroke tonight.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's DeRozan. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Grizzlies lead by 7. Jackson on the wing. There's the three. Drops in the 3. Jackson's got 5 now.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. Give him 8.
I just love the ball movement.
Westbrook against Morant. Westbrook, the pass to DeRozan. And miss after miss right now.
And Greg, we don't expect the pace to be fast tonight. These teams operate in the half court, don't they?
Exactly. There's so much transition offense in this league. It's interesting to watch teams execute in the half court.
Now Sacramento starting 5. In the front court, the forwards will be DeRozan and Murray. Russell Westbrook out there with Zach LaVine. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Kings. Murray sets a screen for Westbrook. And the rejection by Jackson. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here's LaVine. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
A well-practiced shooter. LaVine has complete confidence in his shooting motion.
Here's Morant. Westbrook pulls it in. And here now the Kings. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
And GA, you look at the numbers for Sabonis. They're historic. But how would you surround him to make a deep run?
Well, I might try to pair him with another rim protector. Sabonis is a nice focal point offensively, but he's not a big-time.
Here's Westbrook. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Wells in the corner. And the jump by Wells.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Westbrook with it. Guarded by Morant. DeRozan with it. 17 points for him last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Yeah, and look, he made his mark on defense also. Was pressuring the ball, came away with 3 steals.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Grizzlies. I asked how you counter a player with DeMar DeRozan's versatile scoring. We're putting a close sign on the mid-range tonight, Coach joked, adding, we're going to be very tight in that area defensively and not give him what he wants. Sounds like DeMar is in for an uphill battle tonight. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Morant after the Kings pick up 2. Drives to the hoop. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant.
Now you see here just how good Morant is at spotting openings, then moving the ball into them.
Sabonis' screen on Morant. Westbrook passes to Sabonis. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now DeRozan. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. Murray kicks to Westbrook. Outside DeRozan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. And the real star stand of his Kings team is Domantas Sabonis. Can he anchor them, though, defensively?
Well, Sabonis is not a big-time shot blocker, Kevin, but paint points haven't been their biggest concern. Rather, it's been their struggles closing out the shooters on the perimeter. Well, they know LaVine can knock that down. The defense has to do a better job of running him off the line.
Here's Morant.
Oh, wow! What a dunk! Well, this is what the fans want to see. Morant showing off all of his superb athleticism.
Santi Aldama's checked in for the Grizzlies. Caldwell Pope comes in for Wells. Now here's Schroeder. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Oklahoma City. Sharch finds Ellis. All sorts of time. He squares up and sinks it.
You know, I think Ellis can be really effective there. The mid-range is a place he should look to fire.
Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Here's Schroeder. And it's Morant with the rebound. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. They trail by 1. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, in that one, the shot selection wasn't terrible, but they had to tighten it up. Did not happen.
Seems like they did all they could, and sometimes it still doesn't go your way.
Now here's Ellis. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Aldama. Passes to Morant. Edey with a screen on Schroeder. A 3 from Morant.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Grizzlies lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high.
Low, low, low. Low, 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 low.
Percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
You've got Santi Aldama. Caldwell Pope out there with Williams. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Conchar. In at the 3. That's the group.
Paano kaya to? Paano na?
Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Pass to Aldama. Buries the long-range jumper. Aldama's got the lead up to 4 now for the Grizzlies.
Wow, you don't see that kind of quickness from Aldama all that often.
Schroeder passes to Saric. It's good. Saric has got his first basket of the night.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
We know Dennis Schroeder is a great pro stand, but he might be even better playing internationally.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, and there's a few guys like that. We saw it with Dennis Schroeder. That when they're playing for their country, maybe it's the role they have or the confidence that their teammates and coaching staffs have in them at that level, but Dennis Schroeder takes over when he's playing for Germany.
Now, here's Monk, defended by Aldama. Monk's shot's good.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Memphis leading. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Aldama. Morant with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Morant's got 9 points.
Well, when the 3 is falling for Morant, it's a bad sign for the defense.
Westbrook passes to Sabonis. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Now, here's Wells. Defense right on him. Here's Morant. Westbrook with the block.
Boy, Westbrook is explosive in everything he does.
Levine, the bounce pass. Westbrook against Morant. Sabonis, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, the son of Hall of Fame big man Arvydas Sabonis, Domantas said he was a 7-footer that could do everything, like a point guard. He's at a whole different level. I'm just another basketball player. He is a legend. But his father said Domantas is a warrior like me, and I'm very proud. Guys?
Great stuff. Okay, Allie, we thank you. Here's Morant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. Do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin, I'm not complaining. If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
Looking at who's out there now for the Grizzlies. Zach Edey comes in for Jock Landale. And it's Jackson in for Santi Aldama. And Doug Christie wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Kings making a change here. Ellis has checked in. A lot of times games are decided at the line. So let's check out the NBA leaders in that category. 4th, Ja Morant.
I mean, he's not going to miss many foul shots. That's for sure. He is a machine when he gets to the charity stripe.
Morant with the steal. And again, Memphis running the court in transition. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Murray sets a screen for Ellis. Back to Murray to the right side. Westbrook finds Levine. It's over Wells. Sacramento again missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And they repeatedly probed